New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
Hello, and welcome to Rockin the Love. I am Robyn.
And I'm Gil, and we're here with you on a Wednesday, like we are virtually every Wednesday. We're excited to have you with us, and we're talking about rocking the love in your relationships with yourself, with the world, with partners, with friends. Doesn't matter. It's all about rocking the love.
It is that. It's all about rocking the love because, in theory, what else is there besides love? So, we're going to be talking today about divine timing. Divine timing. We thought this was an appropriate topic because there's so many times in life where we think, oh, why didn't it happen sooner? Why is it taking so long? All of those things. And then what we notice is a thing called divine timing and how it can really only be right on time. So that's what we're going to be talking about later on in the break.
I keep telling some of the people I owe money to that, but they don't always buy it from me.
Yeah. That's because they know you know the truth. With a capital
it's
T.
coming in divine timing.
Right. And their experience is there's divine timing right here and right now. Hi, Shay. Yes, you are in divine time. And so that's what we're going to be talking about. I'm just thinking, so how was your week?
My week is good. I'm feeling a little better and more grounded, and I'm excited about so many different things that are happening, and yeah, I mean, we actually landed a new washer and dryer this week. Well, when I say new, I mean to us, and it was a bit of a struggle in terms of things working the way that we thought they were going to, but it all worked out. Got it all in the house. Got it all hooked up, and doggone it if we didn't run 2 loads of laundry between the time I finished hooking it up at like 11 at night and the next morning.
Okay, so but what he's not telling you is that previously on Rockin the Love in our house, the dryer didn't get hot. So my husband, Mr. Fix-It, is always like, I got it, I'll get it, I'll take care of it, I just need to order the part.
Which I did, and I ordered the wrong part, and then I got the right part, and then I fixed it, and then about 2 months
later, that's not the point of the story.
It didn't be fixed anymore.
But the point of the story is, how long did it take you to fix it?
Oh, the how long part?
Yeah, the how long we were.
There's a delay that happens there.
There's a delay. We were hanging up clothes in the bathroom for them to dry, like way old school. Anyway, but that just shows you how patient I am. And I know that segment just made Shay laugh because it was funny.
Well, and not to mention the fact that we had a towel kind of installed right in front of the washing machine to soak up any rogue water that might happen to come out of it. So this is a good thing that we have acquired 2 new appliances. But if you know anyone in the Albuquerque area looking for 4 appliances, washer, dryer. We have them, and we would love to get rid of them. So there you go.
And we have them because he was always going to fix them. So just saying. So anyway, that's our life. But I know that life out there has been challenging, and we had a request this morning for prayer. And so I'm just going to send a special shout out to Shay, knowing that right here, right now, that we are just claiming that divine timing as this moment to recognize God in, as and through everything, in, as and through her very being, knowing that there is peace, that there is love, that there is an amazing integration, and that it is a celebration of the truth of who she is, that she shows up and cannot be denied that love that she is. And it outpictures in everything and everywhere and all around her. And so I'm knowing that that's the truth, and I'm knowing it's the truth for all of our listeners out there listening, anyone that's experiencing a challenging time, or anyone that wants to put it on hold for later. You know where to find it, and it is the truth of who you are. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So I think it's time to move on to our good news. What do you think?
Well, was there anything else you wanted to add about the week, or you're pretty complete?
Am I missing something?
No, I'm just asking. I'm just being polite. I'm modeling having good communication skills.
Thank you. So, the week was fine. It was good. You know, I'm glad you're feeling settled and anchored and all of that. I feel the same, and I can tell in my body. I can tell even though I say that in my body there's a little tension, a little stress. I'm a little spread thin, and we'll see what it all reveals. I mean, it's an interesting time, and I'm really aware of focusing on me amidst all the places where it looks like that's not what I'm doing.
Okay.
Decode that one. Okay, so moving on.
I'm a man. That's not going to happen.
Wow, you are spunky today. I kind of like it. All right, so spunky. So it's time for our good news story, and we are ready to give you one of the most touching and inspiring good news stories that we know. So, ever, says Robyn and Gil. Today, this is a story long time in the making. However, timing has to have been perfect, because today we are talking about divine timing, not only because it's a good topic, but because we are inviting our producer, the one, the only, the brand new, hot off the press, ordained Reverend Michael Mangus, who has just passed his panels, and so
can you tell I'm excited?
He's a little excited. He's been rocking out all morning here.
Yeah, I used to, before Robyn and Gil come in the studio, I usually am playing DJ, so I was just playing, celebration songs. So yeah. Man.
So that is really our good news story.
We are happy to congratulate you on this milestone. I am truly looking forward to not hearing another word about your getting to be ordained, because now finally you can just be it and not have to worry about it. And I don't have to reaffirm and re-convince you that, don't worry about all them. They're just people.
Right.
So you're there. And you've been there.
Well, do you know what my mentor said?
Somebody else to notice it.
Well, do you know what my mentor said this morning before we did a moment of prayer? And he says, well, what are you going to worry about now after this? I'm putting together with some other ministers a doctorate of ministry degree for experienced ministers. And so he says, are you going to be worried about being kicked out of your own program?
So he knows you.
What?
He knows you.
Well, that's because that again that no, I just thank you to everyone here at New Thought Media Network and your prayers. I mean, it was just a wonderful afternoon, and friend of the shows, Dr. Tracy Hilton, was part of my team, part of the ordination panel, and yeah. So thank you guys very much. Yeah.
You're
Now,
welcome.
do I get that raise now that I'm ordained?
We'll have to talk to the big guy about it. I'll see what I can do.
Well, you're my agent,
I'll see what I can do.
so
Well, I can only speak from my own experience.
okay.
And the answer is no.
But speaking of what you all were saying, I want to send a shout out and much love down to Chapala, where there are also
Yes.
many ministers paneling from our global family.
Yes.
And it is the first time they will be ordained ministers. So they've been ministers in the movement for a little bit, and it's the first ordination taking place in Mexico.
That we've ever had for our minister. And again, for those of you who are not aware, in South America, is that they are considered spiritual directors,
Correct. So
and not ministers because of cultural and legal things. So I'm really proud of them down there. That's wonderful. And again, Mexico, South America, they've been really growing science of mind down there. So
yeah, it's very cool. It's very cool as an organization, what we're doing in the world. So
all right. Well, thank you guys very much.
you're welcome.
welcome.
Very
Now get I know the next thought. Now get back to work.
No, we're gonna actually, if you want to stay with us later, you can stay with us and talk about the topic.
Well, whatever.
It's kind of like a day off. But before we do that, we're gonna go to break. So
No. I thought we were going to do good news.
you were the good news, Michael.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you guys went ahead and had me pull up all of this stuff, all of this media, and we're not going to use it.
Yes, and before you say another word, let's just remember your consciousness now that you're in an ordained minister.
Well,
Yes.
I can now let my hair down now.
We were teasing you. We were surprising you. We were baiting you to believe that this wasn't about you. But as you always say, it's all about you. So we're honoring that today.
Oh, well, thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. And thanks for everyone who's watching today. And again, thank you for your support of this network. So thank you.
By the
All
way,
right. So you want to go to break?
I will be watching for when you do let your hair down. That will be a visual that I am.
Or let my hair grow. You at one time, my hair was down to the middle of my back.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I'll bet you used to swing your head around like on the videos we were watching too.
well, hey, in the big hair 80s,
There you go.
but I was in the 90s though. I let my hair.
Rock out. All right.
All right. So
wait.
we're gonna go to break.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
We're
Well,
gonna break, and
so
when
we're
you
gonna
come
go.
back-
We're gonna go to break now, and so this is my reward for. So you're watching Rockin the Love here on your New Thought Media Network.
Please help us say thank you to all of our organizational sponsors, including the Hefferland Foundation, Affiliated New Thought Network, International New Thought Alliance, Science of Mind Archives and Library Foundation, Center for Spiritual Living Denver, Center for Spiritual Living Midtown, New Thought Philadelphia, Center for Spiritual Living United Life, Sunshine Cathedral, Planned Happiness Institute, Summit Center for Spiritual Living, One Heart Retreats, Universal Joy Center, Unity Kitchener, Unity Spiritual Center Ottawa, Home Center for Spiritual Living, Satya Center, Begin Within Ministries, Center for Spiritual Living, North Jersey, Unity of Savannah, and the Center for Spiritual Living, Seattle, as well as all of our individual donors. On behalf of New Thought Media Network, thank you, and please like, share, and subscribe. New Thought Media Network, come be you. Come expand your spiritual journey. Join us for Just the Talk, Sundays, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Experience Unity Kitchener and Ottawa. Center for Spiritual Living Midtown, Center for Spiritual Living Denver, Unity of Garden Park, New Thought Philadelphia, the Sunshine Cathedral, Unity of Savannah, and the Ohm Center for Spiritual Living. Come unleash your spiritual potential with New Thought Media Network.
All right, welcome back. We are back on New Thought Media Network. I am Robyn.
And I'm Gil, and we are happy to be your hosts of Rockin the Love.
Rocking the Love.
So we're here with you again on this lovely Wednesday, unless perhaps you're in Australia or something where it might be Thursday, I don't know. But we're here at the same time every week, and we're happy to be with you. And this week we're talking about divine timing, knowing that whatever time we are on where you are, it's perfect.
So divine timing is one of those topics that may sound or feel simple on the surface, but really as we dig deeper into it, it becomes deeper, richer. I don't know. And what is it really exploring? It's kind of the tension between like our human urgency of wanting something in the moment, right? And cosmic pacing. And speaking of divine timing and cosmic pacing, we have Michael Mangus, who has recently graduated. Ordained.
Hold it. Wait,
Hold on.
30 needs to be alerted.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
It is my show, Mr. Producer.
All right. Your show.
So divine timing, we have the recently hairbrushed guy with us. So we're going to welcome Mr. Robert Brzezinski to the stage, who is here to say,
congratulations and happy ordination.
Well, thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much. And thank you for putting up with me.
Now get back to work.
See, I told you guys.
So Michael, I think that Michael's a little, shell shocked now.
Yeah.
We just surprised him with the fact that the show was about him. And now we have Mr. Robert Brzezinski, the head of New Thought Media Network, coming to surprise him and say,
Aw. Well, that's nice, Robert. Thank you.
Yes.
Well,
I was working diligently to hack into the Zoom room, but was not able to do that. So I thought this would be a great way to show up and congratulate you as well.
Thank you. Oh, you mean hack into my panel?
Yes.
You heard who was on my panel.
I did not.
Oh, and now for the rest of the story, here is practitioner Robyn Rice Olmsted.
He had the hard-nosed, all-loving Reverend Stacy Hilton. So
Right on.
yeah, so he was taken care of. We know she was holding him in love. I talked to her before the panel, so yeah. Who else did you have?
I'm gonna. Is it John? Morehouse?
Oh, John. Yeah.
Yeah, who was a minister of at in Utah? Was that correct, Robert?
I think so.
Well, I also had Reverend Susan Cerrutis was there. So
Interesting.
And he still passed.
and I still passed. Isn't that amazing?
So my concern about Michael right now is that perhaps he won't have enough to be worried about. About this upcoming thing that's so pressing. So I'm hoping this will actually relieve some stress for him.
Aw.
And you've been there all along, so here we are with the official stamp.
Aw. Well, thank you guys very much. And I knew Robert was gonna say get back to work.
Well, that's because he wants to get out of here before we start talking about your pay raise.
Yes.
Hey, now hold it. I did talk to HR and I said, well, if I get ordained, is there going to be a bump in pay? And they said, no.
No.
They already told me.
So that's clarity. We have to celebrate the win.
Yes, it is. HR was very clear.
Yes, no.
Yes,
There you go.
No,
we do have a new project for Michael, though.
Oh yeah?
Yes, because just earlier today, I was able to confirm that Michael needs to start planning his ordination ceremony.
Okay.
Because it is going to be held in conjunction with the Emerson Theological Institute's ordination ceremony at the annual Anton Retreat in October at Unity Village.
Wow.
So,
wow, that was some strings pulled.
Exactly. and all on your behalf.
Thank you. Thank you. That'll be a real honor to do that in front of my friends and colleagues who many of them are in Anson. So that'd be great.
Yes.
So.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you, Robert.
There's so many exciting things happening, and so many exciting things going on at New Thought Media, and as we've talked about a couple of times, New Thought in the Desert coming up in September. And Robert, do you want to say anything about your book?
Yes, I also had a conversation about that today with what's going to happen in the publishing world around that. And I realized I just have a B for my name there. I should probably change that at some point. But The Evolution of New Thought will be published and available by the end of August. And we're really, really close to being able to start sending that to the printers. And you can, I don't have the link on me, but we can, if you're interested in ordering a pre-copy or supporting those efforts, we have that available to you. And I'll let Michael pull up the link to that on his free time.
Oh, thanks.
So I'm guessing, in fact, in October, Mike will be responsible for marketing at Anton and with everybody who's there getting ordained, right?
I was planning actually on giving him the RoboPen so he could just sign my books for me.
I thought that was illegal.
What is illegal?
Using the RoboPen.
No, what does that mean?
In
illegal.
The big scheme of things these days, what is illegal?
The ones I've heard called the RoboPen illegal seem to not have a good handle on what illegal is. So I don't know.
I'm sorry, folks. If you've tuned in to hear about divine timing, our show has gone rogue. So you must just be in the moment and know that you are truly here.
Now, change that B. Could
Divine
you, so I can use that shot?
Yes.
All right, there you go. There's the link in the chat, and there are. See, it's just it's good to see the reflection of what everybody's doing in the world, and that how people on New Thought Media and listening to New Thought Media are so involved and really making a conscious difference in the world. So thank you.
You hit on something really important there, Robyn, because I remember some of the very first conversations you and Reverend Gil and I had about bringing a show onto the network. And I know I didn't tell you about Michael being your producer at the very beginning. I wanted to slip that in on you there. But back then, I know the two of you simply were attending the New Thought in the Desert experience. And now the Center for Spiritual Living Rio Grande is a co-sponsor, from my understanding, of the New Thought in the Desert experience. And so that's a kudos to you guys as well, because you're continuing to step up and expand the ministry that you've got going there in Albuquerque, not just through the airwaves, but out into the world in a real and tangible way. So I guess we could pat each other all on the back today.
We're good at that. That's a good thing. Yeah. Thank you for acknowledging
all
that.
around.
Michael, pat Michael on the back somehow.
I feel it. Yeah, thank you.
No, thank you for acknowledging that. And we're excited because what we decided, or what we're looking at, is next year, 2027, being New Thought in the Desert, but in the other desert, in Albuquerque.
Ah.
So we're going to switch deserts. So that there's a little something else to do, something different.
The Eastern Desert.
The Eastern Desert. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we want everyone to come here. We want them to experience the Rio Grande River in its glory at this time of year. And maybe you will see moisture in the riverbed, but I'm not sure.
Maybe.
It's from the humidity.
If you guys have any water, send it up this way, will you?
Oh my gosh! But then we've had flooding in Las Cruces and in Gallup the last 2 days.
But not here.
Nothing here in Albuquerque.
I mean, a few drops on the window and then it goes away. But it's okay. Divine timing, I guess.
There
Right.
it is.
So anyone listening out there, if you're interested in coming to New Thought in the Desert in Vegas, it's September 17th through the 20th. It's going to be off the charts. Faith Rivera will be there doing music. Reverend Dr. Sonny Cantrell is one of the keynote speakers. And there's other people from Unity and Agape and different walks of life, and lots of good food, good times.
Now, if you're tuning in from here, our own Dr. Michelle Coleman, who is part of the Rio Grande Center, will be a keynote speaker during the time.
She is
One of
a
our
Unity
speakers.
teacher, though.
She's a licensed Unity teacher. And we have multiple other folks who are coming in. We have Liz Racy, who's a practitioner from North Hollywood, coming in and doing some stuff with us, and possibly other things, and panels with a variety of people. So there's all kinds of stuff happening. All kinds of stuff happening at this event.
Much like all of our New Thought Media events, you don't want to miss it. So don't.
Maybe if we ask Robert to put together a promotional piece, maybe we could start airing it on New Thought Media.
Wait, I'm the one that assigns the work around here. How did that happen?
Oh, well.
It's just the mirror. You're looking in the mirror. So
Right.
we're exercising our mirrorism.
Sorry, you're breaking up. I think I have to go.
Sorry, our transmission is getting jammed here.
Well, thank you. I know you said you could only stay a few minutes. You're welcome to stay. If you need to go, you're welcome to do that as well.
I've actually promised my child that I would help her go buy a car.
All right.
So, buying her first car from a dear friend of ours, actually, and no stranger to the network. Reverend LZ has got a vehicle, and we've got to go buy it. So I do have to drop off, but thank you for inviting me into your show. Again, Reverend Michael, newly ordained Reverend Michael, congratulations on that. It is a special day that you will never forget, and we're going to make sure that we celebrate you as often as we can and in as many ways as we can. So again, congratulations. Reverend Gil, dear Robyn, our illustrious practitioner, thanks again for inviting me in, and I'll see you all around the windows.
Great to see you, Robert.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you.
I know.
Bye.
Right.
Surprise!
Wow.
Surprise!
Is there any more guests here?
What?
I'll never tell.
Oh my gosh. First thing he's after is, can I get more, please?
Please, sir.
What, can I get
some
more guests?
Damn.
Uh,
Okay. All right. Divine timing.
It's all in divine timing. The timing, okay, so let me read you a little something that I found that I think is fascinating and describes it so well. What is divine timing? It's the concept that life events, especially manifestations and goals, they occur when your internal readiness is perfectly aligned with external circumstances, rather than when your ego demands them. And to me, that's the part that makes sense. So often we decide how things should be. We've all heard, we make plans and God laughs. It's that idea that, somehow the universe and the power of the universe is at our beck and call. And the reality is it's constantly working for us, but we don't have all the faculties, if you will, to know what's best for ourselves, I think. And I think that's where divine timing comes in, is things happen when they need to serve us. What do you think?
my comment is sometimes divine timing really ticks other people off. Especially with me going to ministerial school. Oh man, I mean, for years I was the director of our teaching chapter here in Akron, and some of the ministers weren't very happy with that. How dare I, as a practitioner, go ahead and run a CSL? Well, nobody else told me what to do, and no one else offered any other help. And for me, I mean, it was just, it was just being on the path that, again, there was opportunities open to me. It was always my intention to go to ministerial school and also to become legal in CSL. So, but sometimes that really just, the timing sometimes really ticks other people off. I mean, it took me like 16 years to finally go to school. So go ahead, Robyn.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think it's basically that concept that it bumps up against an ego. My ego as a minister says, who is this guy? He's just a practitioner. Why I did all this extra work? Why is he getting to have this prestige of probably working for nothing?
Which is true.
And being of service to the world. Why does he get to do that? And we bump up against our egos, and it's our own bloated nothingness that gets in the way. We think we're more important than that, and I think we create that into our systems even. On the one hand, we're trying to make sure that people are, quote, qualified. They have what they need to do, work to do to serve the community, to serve the people, and we don't want people to get, not served or served poorly by someone who doesn't know what they're doing or whatever. And on the other hand, we get kind of snooty about who has the ability to do these things.
Well, it was in the bylaws of Centers for Spiritual Living that a a licensed practitioner or a minister could run a practitioner with the supervision of a minister,
Mm-hmm.
or a minister running one of these teaching chapters. Here in Akron, we were one of the first teaching chapters in CSL. We weren't a study group, but we weren't full-blown centers. So there was a kind of a happy medium there. So we were one of the first teaching chapters. And again, that very proud that we're still doing it here, still keeping the light here in Akron. We still meet on a weekly basis. I love the people in my community. I think that it's been really good. But again, that I've ticked off a few people in the path to getting ordained, and it wasn't intentional. It was, again, I just felt that was what I was supposed to do. And again, no other help was offered. So,
But when we go back to divine timing, I mean, that's a question of, it happening when it happens, right? And
yes.
I think that what we come up against, I'm going to actually, what I got, me and my AI. Divine timing is the dance between our desire and the universe's wisdom, the unfolding of life in ways that often make sense only in hindsight. And I think that's so true. I don't think, I know you said a lot about ego, Gil, but I don't even know that it's so much in my mind ego as it is, it's just our plan. It's our thought. It's what we think should happen. And I think what humans struggle with is waiting for what we think should happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, that impatience, that fear of missing out, or that it's never going to happen, and the myth of faster equals better and sooner, because I'm younger now and I'm getting older, and all those things we put on it. So the question is, why do we struggle with the waiting as opposed to trusting in divine timing and allowing what's next? Oh, ordained ones, what say you?
I'm going to let the eldest of the ordained among us to comment on that first.
Woo!
Why do we struggle with waiting, basically?
I think, I hear you about the ego concept, but I think at some level it's still our ego preserving our dignity, our respect, all these things that we think are important, thinking, well, so-and-so's already done this, and why can't I get through it? What's holding me up? What am I doing wrong? Why are those people against me? All those thoughts come through, and I think this whole process of being able to move into really embracing divine timing is that place where we allow things to happen, and we trust that step we take, even if it pisses somebody off, if it's the step we're called to take, it's the step we're called to take. If it appears to put off something we thought we were getting, it's still divine timing.
Okay.
So my comment is that I think still, again, in talking science mind, new thought, divine timing is the whole idea of when it shows up. So it does, and I was thinking about before today about the things in my life that, again, when I just became it, it happened. It didn't happen, though, in my time.
Mm-hmm.
This whole idea of ministry did not happen in my time. I would have gone to Holmes Institute long time ago. So,
right.
But what I did was what Ernest Holmes says is embody it. So when you're embodying whatever that you already have it, is that it naturally comes to you. So I think that and that was the same thing with with ministry, and I also know that it happened, with when I really wanted to be in radio, that I was the disc jockey here before it happened out there. And the year that I found my first job in radio, a lot of people from my college were not finding work, but I did. So it's, I think the whole idea of it also says for me something deeper, which is, what is my soul's calling? And am I willing to take the first step? And am I willing to really to trust the universe in me taking the first step? So,
well, am I willing to trust that the universe has the next steps ordered, no matter when they occur, but that this is the step I'm taking now? This is the one that I'm called to now, and I think, for me, I've gotten caught up where I think, well, I took steps 1, 2, and 3. What the heck's going on? And in reality, that was when those needed to happen, and the rest of this next one doesn't happen yet. And trusting that as things unfold, they unfold perfectly. We see it in our communities, in our centers, as things move and change. And we went through this recently, and I kept saying, when what is supposed to be is time to be revealed, it will show up. And that's not an easy thing to hang with for me anyway.
No,
that requires some work.
Well, I think when we're talking, like, just in the philosophy of New Thought and Science of Mind and taking responsibility for ourselves and all of those things, I hear you, and I think there's a balance too, though, about looking at what divine timing is. What divine timing is really teaching us about control, and about questions about ourself and our journey. Like, how do we know the difference between when divine timing is divine timing, or when it's about avoidance? When we're not moving in that. It's one thing to just act as if it's all laid out and it's coming, but like, there are those places where we stumble and we stop ourselves, or those stories of perfect timing where we thought it was supposed to happen on Thursday, but oh my God, it didn't happen till Friday, and that was perfect because blah blah blah.
Yes, and I want to acknowledge Shay for one thing. If it would solve every problem I have if I just trusted, and I hear you. That is so true in many cases. And of course, our past is what we deal with. That's what our experience, which is why Ernest Holmes said that we are not bound by precedent.
Yes,
It's because of that. But the two things that happened. I'm thinking about specifically the Rio Grande Center moving to a new space and working for a year and a half, almost 2 years, on figuring out what the thing we needed to do was. And then when something showed up and we said, this is it, and within a matter of a couple of days, we're on it, then we had the people that were saying, this is too fast. And so we get hung up on that divine timing thing on both sides. When something shows up and it's time for us to involve ourselves in it, receive it, whatever the thing is, we can hold ourselves back, which means then we're out of divine timing, which is just like when we complain about where is it now and it's not here yet, because we're not trusting what's showing up in front of us.
So what I have to add to that was, again, in 2016, it was one of those moments of divine timing, was that it was time for me to leave the government job that I had for many years, and that I always wanted to go to homes, and I always wanted to go through the ministerial training. And out of the blue, not only was I able to pay for it, but also that Holmes Institute came to Ohio. We had a teaching center here in Ohio for the next 3 years. Now we don't now, but we did then. So it was, again, so I encourage everyone is that to be what you are called to be first. Walk the path, trust that it's already done in the invisible, and that's coming to you again in the right timing. Holmes talked a lot about in his writings about embodiment. So it doesn't mean it's going to show up, but or immediately or when I want it. But if I embody it, what happens is it shows up automatically again at the right time. So, and that's what I did with again with going to ministerial school. I mean, I wanted to do that long before 2016. So, but again, it just really, again, divine timing happened. And again, and I had some fear about it,
I was going to say, did you have any temptation to go, well, really, if I stayed in my job for another 2 years, I would be able to X, Y, and Z, so that would be better, and I'm not sure I want to start school, which would have then meant you couldn't have gone to school in Ohio, blah, 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 blah. Robyn?
I want to go back to Shay's thing of my past makes me not trust it and all of that, because I think, if we look at this from the New Thought perspective, because we're talking about divine timing like it's an identifiable thing, whereas I think we have to break down what we have to do to even be aware that divine timing is happening. I mean, how we have to be present in our life. And so what do you think is the inner work that divine timing is asking of us? What is it that we, how do we connect to it and stay grounded when life feels uncertain, or when we don't, it's hard to trust, or, because I get it. Some of us can surrender to every moment and be like, okay, I'm okay with this. It must be meant to be. And that's not the general populace. I mean, usually we have emotions, we have feelings, we have thoughts about why something's happened. So what would you say, either of you, is the inner work that's being asked for in these moments where, divine timing is just moving too freaking slow, and we need to figure out, we need to be present in it. We need to arrive for it to arrive.
Well, I think it involves self-forgiveness. And by that I mean that we let go of the judgment of ourselves of what has occurred up until whatever point we're at. So I think of you and I getting married, and I think of the fact that that was divine timing, and it meant that I had to go through a horrific time of shifting my relationships before we became a couple, of going through divorce, of dealing with the whole thing of shared custody or no custody or whatever with the kids and all of that. And I had to forgive myself for all the ways that I could look at that and go, you really screwed up, buddy. Because that was pretty easy to identify. But I had to let that go and trust that whatever that was about, it was preparing me for what was next. I think, to me, that's the divine timing, that what we really need shows up when we're ready for it, when we can receive it, when we can embrace it.
We have a comment from Shay. She says, life is uncertain. And that is the thing that our ego wants so much, is assurance that everything is going to be okay, and life on earth does not provide that. And that is where faith comes in. And thank you, Shay, because you lead right into, I got my my Bible out, and Hebrews 11:1 says, now faith is the confidence in what we hope for and the assurance about the things that we do not see. So that's where, again, faith and the ability to have it in the present moment. It's already a done deal. Again, and having the feelings of it, and then letting go of the manifestation. So, and to again, to allow the universe to bring that to us, that when we are ready on a soul level. So I know that, again, this, we should be able to manifest instantaneously. Some things I have been able to do that, and some things I'm I'm glad that there was some divine wisdom in that. So
Thank you.
Yeah. I would say that the number of times that Robyn had to remind me that ordination didn't really define who I was or who I am was, and not only her, other people as well, because I felt frustrated by that process, and I felt left out, and I felt all kinds of things. And now, what am I, a year and a half in? I would say it's forgotten all about it.
And
It doesn't really matter at all.
exactly.
I mean, it's just fascinating to me.
But I think that's so important, and I'm going to close with that because we are out of time on this celebratory day.
what?
But I know
We're out of time.
I know, and there were more people invited to your party. However, it was such short notice that they couldn't make it. But
Well, I wanted to. So Shay is quoting my favorite philosophers, the dead. Let your life proceed by its own design. The Grateful Dead.
Grateful Dead. Well, mine, frankly, was from Monty Python. I'm not dead yet. So that's
okay. Well, mine is coming from me because I had a thought when you were saying that about how many times I had to remind you that you were more than the ordination, that the ordination didn't define you. And what I thought you were going to say is how many times I had to remind you when we were getting married about who you were. And so what that reminded me of is that life on some level is just that continual journey of trying to define who we are. And are we being defined? What defines us? That would be my question. And that it may be our show topic next week. But what defines us? Because if we're always looking out there, for the next degree or the next event or the next fabulous speaking
person
job
to compliment us, or
whatever that is, life. If are we letting life define us, or are we defining what life holds for us? So that's our story. So I'm just knowing that everyone out there has gotten exactly what they need to get from this celebration, from this time together. And, life unfolds in the ways that we really can't predict, but we can learn to surrender, to trust the rhythm of our own becoming, and allow the inquiry into divine timing and what it means to us. So that's what we got for you today.
Well, thank you guys for the big surprise. I really, again, that was out of the blue. So that was very nice. So thank you. I'm going to rub it in here. It's an honor to work with you guys and to rock the love. So thank you.
Well, we love you. And, it doesn't matter to us if you're ordained or not. You're our Michael Mangus, and we're proud to be a part of this with you. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
I'll
you're
let you
our
guys end
Shay
the
out
show.
there, too. It's our Shay out there, and all of you, you're in our hearts. So we'll see you next week, and rock the love, everybody.
rock on.